Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. Just want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. Today is Monday, the 30th of May. Um, one of the things that's like running in my head. I mean, I served. I'm a veteran. There's a lot of veterans out there. Now, I never saw combat, um, and actually, believe it or not, I'm very grateful for that. At the time, I mean, I was 19 years old. I went in right out of high school. I was all gung ho, ready to go. I mean, that's how you are at that age. And as you get older, you rationalize things differently. One of the things that I have seen a lot, which I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be 100% honest, always makes me cry, is when they show the videos of the service members, men and women, coming home after being overseas for a year, and their kids see them. And their kids like just dart, like a dart, and jump into their mom or dad's arms. I mean, it breaks my heart every time, because it's like, a lot of people don't think about the sacrifices that our veterans are making for people, and it really makes me think about that. It's like, I know that ever since my kids been alive, they're 14 now, they'll be 15 in October. We've been at war ever since they were born. The Twin Towers happened in September 11th, as everybody knows, in 2001. Well, my kids were born in October of that year. So ever since my children have been alive, we've been at war. And I can remember thinking back then even, God, I couldn't even imagine having to leave for a year and be overseas and being in harm's way and not being around my children. That's a devastating thing, and it's just got to take its toll on people. Not even the fact that you're in a combat situation, which is stressful enough. Now you're away from the ones that you love. My hat goes off to all those service members that have served in armed conflict, and put their lives at risk for the rest of us because of whatever our government decides, they want us to do. My respect to the veterans always, especially the combat veterans. A lot of them don't make it home, and a lot of them that do make it home are never right again. So just something I wanted to reflect on today is Memorial Day. I know most people are thinking of the picnics and the parties and everything else, which is also very nice, don't get me wrong. But let's reflect on the real reason that we have this holiday, for all the ones that sacrificed everything for us. And I take my hats off to them, I really do. One of the biggest things I always do every year at this time, they always do the poppy sales, and that money goes directly to help veterans. And most people give like $1 for like a poppy or whatever. I always give them at least like $10. I do it every year, just because I'm in good health. I've been very blessed my whole life. There's a lot of veterans that come back psychologically messed up or physically messed up that need our help, and the government sure isn't doing a good job of it, I can tell you that. But it's just a day to reflect and to think about the people that have done more than most people have. That's what I wanted, just a quick message that I wanted to put out there today. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to show you. It's a gorgeous, beautiful day. We've got some clouds, but not very many. For the most part, it's clear. There's some clouds over here. It's like 83 up here today. Light breeze. It's actually quite beautiful. I just checked. We got like 3.2 kilowatt hours of power in for the day so far, which is nice. But like I said, when I just had the 3 panels up, the most I ever got in one day was 2 kilowatt hours. Now again, because I'm in a shady spot and I'm in the woods, I'm not going to get the power production that somebody else would with an open field. If you have an open field, there's no blockage like ever, so you're going to get more power, which is fine. It is what it is, but I'm happy, with what we're getting. I'm going to be getting more panels, so we're going to be upping our ante here with that as well. But anyway, guys, listen. Again, I want this video to basically stay focused on our veterans. To all my brothers and sisters out there that have served, thank you. It's people don't get it. They don't get it. If you haven't been in and you haven't had that bond, and like I said, I have not seen combat, but people that have been in combat together, that have served, it's a different bond, and I get that. I understand. My hat goes off to everybody, and to all the people that are overseas right now and not home with their families. You know, thank you. You know, it's I saw a young man the other day at the movie theater, and he had a Marines cap on, just a knit hat with a Marine symbol on it. And so I walked up to him and I said, "You still in?" And he's, you know, a young man. He's maybe 20, 22 years old, and he's like, "Yes, sir." And I said, "Well, thank you, young man." I said, "You know, I was in 30 years ago." And I shook his hand, and you know, I said, "Thank you." And he said, "Well, thank you for your service too." You know, and it's just it's a camaraderie. You know, even though there's a rivalry between the Army and the Marines, and you know, the Air Force and the Navy, there's always going to be that rivalry. But I'll tell you what, when things get hairy, we all got each other's back. That's the key, you know. And it doesn't matter what color the guy next to you is. If he's wearing that green uniform, he's going to help you, and you're going to help him, because the other guys, that's the true enemy. And that's what a lot of people don't understand either. You know, the petty rivalry crap that we have back home, you know, with the different races is ridiculous. But you know, when you're in combat, it don't matter, man. If that guy's got the same uniform you got on, you know he's going to help you, and you're going to help him, or at least he should. Most of them will. Most of them will. So anyway, guys, listen, have a wonderful Memorial Day. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. I hope they had a nice weekend. We had a beautiful, beautiful weekend here. I've gotten out and I'm putting a lot of miles on the bike the last several days. Just some days to clear my head, and I'll be back to work tonight, which is good, and I will talk to you all later. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now. Maxie!